Hello and welcome to That Shooting Show. My name's Steve Anderson. I am your smiling, super happy, humble host. And to prove it, here is a picture of me. Yeah, we got these stickers made and they'll be available soon along with the books. We are working on a shipping solution for the books and we are halfway there. Like we are so close. So close. Don't stop. Keep it coming. So close. We're right there. Should be able to take book orders, anticipating sometime around the 25th of April. Having some last minute technical problems getting those solved, thanks to West Coast technical people with Shippo. And if you know anything about Shippo, let me know, because that's the issue that we're having. Integrating a Wix website with Shippo is causing us a little technical hurdle here. But we'll get it solved. Don't worry, because we don't quit until we do. That's what we do. And Walther is the title sponsor of AndersonShooting.com and, of course, this program. This is the Walther PDP steel frame match. This is the finest handgun ever made on the planet. It is an absolute masterpiece. Okay, look at this thing. I mean, it's everything you like about your CZ, but no light strikes and no DQs. It's awesome. And I just got these lock grips put on this thing. These lock grips, LOK, are a game changer. This surface, it feels kind of polymery. But I don't even know what it's made. I'm sure it's made out of some kind of plastic, but it's aggressive without being painful. So get yourself a Walther PDP steel frame match, put yourself some lock grips on it, and go on down the road super happy. If something is wrong with you and you don't like a Walther steel frame, Walther will give you your money back, 30-day guarantee. It's the only one that I'm aware of in the entire industry. That's just all there is to it. All right, and of course, CR Speed manufactures the finest gun handling gadgetry you can wrap around your waist or anywhere else. We'll be seeing the CR Speed in South Africa, leaving today for some training in Atlanta, and then going straight from Atlanta to South Africa. Be there 3 weeks, I think, something like that. Not real sure. Love to see when we get there. If you're in South Africa and you want to do some training, we've got private lessons available with Kita Busse. And I'll be hanging around when these scheduled classes are over. So if you want to do private training with me and or Kita, contact Sinead van der Merwe. She'll get you all squared away. Or you can message me, or you can message Kita. That's fine. We're going to send you to Sinead for scheduling. That's just how that works. The AMG-lab.com Commanderson timer continues to blow heads and turn minds. Turn heads and blow minds by putting that there time into that there tablet. Now, if the match is being scored with AMG, you can literally go into the stage where you got beat by 2 seconds and you can find that time. They capture all the events, so you can literally go in there and find that time. It's getting hot in here. I'm going to take off some of my clothes. Okay, maybe I'm getting hot. By the way, current weight 182, down from 212 when I started. More news on that shortly. The foot is doing great. I can walk now. I'm out of the orthopedic boot and into a size 15 Croc on me right foot. Can walk very, very well, so don't worry about that. Scroll down a little bit for the Metallica goodness. Oh, yes. Master of Puppies. Master of Puppies is holding the leash, walking the dog and cleaning up feces. Walking the dog and can't see a thing. Just call my name and I'll come with the string. Master. Okay, Hunter's HG Gold is the only eyewear that I wear. I am unaware of any other eyewear that I ever wear. Shooting Sports Innovations, there's a lot to tackle because there's a lot to see. OutdoorDynamics.net remanufactures the finest competition ammunition you can dispense from a Freedom Seed dispenser. And of course, Targets USA manufactures the finest steel targetry on the planet. Portable, affordable, the very best. All right, let's do the upcoming classes. You can see these at AndersonShooting.com. Click on upcoming classes. You can do a Zoom dry fire tune-up where we'll check out your dry fire. Those are hard to schedule because I'm traveling a lot. Please don't just schedule one arbitrarily. Please say, hey, I know you're traveling. I want to do a dry fire tune-up. Let me know. We'll examine your dry fire and get you down the road to success. You can do a one-day private lesson with me anywhere you want to for $1,000 a day plus expenses. You can do a phone consultation for $100. You can get a video analysis from the great, the mighty Kita Busse. This woman knows more about moving with a handgun than anybody on the planet. Anybody that claims otherwise is just wrong and inexperienced, and most of them are just regurgitating what they got from her book, Smart Move. Okay, she literally wrote the book on movement, and she will literally take 3 stages and find you seconds per stage. It's only $100. Like, what are we doing here? And everything on the site comes with $200 in Hunters HD Gold Cash. So you literally make $100 getting a video review from the best movement coach, the only movement coach in the world. So if you're on the fence about her ability, okay, I don't know, B-class lady shooter, never won the world shoot. Okay, that's fine, be skeptical. I was too. I was skeptical too, but check this out. You literally make $100 doing this. She'll review your video. You'll get the product of that, and you'll get $200 in Hunters HD Gold Cash. You make $100 with your skepticism. You can do a mental management coaching call for $100. That also comes with $200 in Hunters HD Cash. The April 19th has already started. We're doing a special class on May 22nd for weight loss, bad habits, and lifestyle change. It's $125 for a 2-hour class. And you get $200 in Hunters HD Gold. Are you interested in quitting smoking? I did that. Are you interested in losing weight? I did that. And I did them at the same time. So 2 of the hardest things for a human being to do are to lose weight and quit smoking. I did them at the same time. With the power of mental management, I can teach you how to do it if you're ready. If you're enjoying being fat, don't sign up for the class. If you want to keep smoking, do that, but don't sign up for the class. But if you're ready to make a change, like if you're ready to change your life, change your lifestyle, and get more out of life, I can help you do it. It's very, very simple. If you want it. If you don't want it, then just keep being fat and smoking. You could do that. That's what I was doing. But I made a change because I had pay value. Okay. I want to thank all of you that have supported Kita. There is a place on there. It's called Kita Busse Get Well Soon. You can offer to help defray her medical expenses. She's been diagnosed with babesiosis, which is a very rare tick-borne illness similar to Lyme disease, but much, much, much worse. Bottom line is she almost died. But she's been diagnosed properly, she's been treated properly, and she's getting better every day. This is not insurance because the clinic she goes to does not accept private health insurance, and because she's an Army vet, the VA won't get involved either. So she's out of pocket for this treatment. If you'd like to support her, you can support her by buying the Kita Busse Get Well Soon product. We will be with Kita at Rainers Range in Ohio, July 12th and 13th. This is the best shooting class the world has ever seen. If you are ready to get good now, the only 2 people that have graduated from this class, Jeff Suero and Gavin Butera, they not only dominated their local match, they came within 5% of a PCC World Shoot GM. I mean, the results they got so close that people got angry. Like, they're just, all right, how dare you do this? How dare you get so close? I mean, what's the problem here? The simplicity and science of what we're teaching will make you a champion. The full mental management class, July 11th at Rainers Range Classroom. Southern Michigan, that one's already over. That was a great trip. Double Eagle, Poconos, Pennsylvania, Advanced Fundamentals, July 26 and 27. Going to be with Sam if you're anywhere. So this is a brand new class. This is Advanced Fundamentals, okay? If you are ready to get good and do work and be great, this is your class. If you're ready to stay stuck in C class, this is not for you. Oh, and by the way, you're in C class because you live in a C class lifestyle. It's just that simple. If you're stuck in C class, you're very simply doing C class things. If you want to be in A class, you got to live an A class lifestyle. I can show you how to do that. Okay? All right. Idaho. We're going to be in Idaho for a class and a match at Kea Busy, Idaho Fernan Rod and Gun Club. That also includes $200 in Hunters HD Gold Cash. So the class is $550. You get $200 Hunters HD Gold. It's awesome. 17 South in October, 16th and 17th with the match. That's going down. Sevierville, Tennessee, we're going to be at Bud's Gun Shop indoors. This one has not had a lot of interest. I don't know why. This is the Advanced Fundamentals class. Bud's Gun Shop indoors, May 31st and June the 1st. Like, it's only $450 and you get $200 in Hunters HD Gold. So if you're anywhere near Sevierville, Tennessee, and you want to get better, let's come do this indoors. It's going to be awesome. Going to be with Kita again, October 10th through 12th, in Michigan. We're going to do the class and a match. $650 for a full day with both of us, plus match mode coaching. If you're interested in technical things during the match, she's the woman. If you are interested in the mental game, I'm the man. It's just that simple. I'm the man, she's the woman. Together, we get it done every single time. Once again with Kita, July 5th and 6th in South Carolina. That is at Sandhill Shooting Sports, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 2 classes. Oh, maybe that's just 1. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it is 2 classes, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you want the full enchilada, like if you want the entire Mexican platter, you need to do both classes. Okay, 5 and a quarter for that includes $200 in Hunters HD Gold cash. April 16th, that one is over. Anderson Insiders, your next meeting is April 23rd. And May 17th, we're doing a mental management marathon all day long, $350 at 6 hours. And then we have the normal 3-part series coming up in May 27 through 29 at 1 p.m. and also 27 through 29 at 7 p.m. So here's what you do. You just sign up for the class. You could email me and ask me a bunch of questions. Hey, what's the content of the class? It's the ultimate mental game powered by mental management. You know that shooting is 90% mental. What are you going to do about it? When are you going to invest a pittance of your budget? $350 is nothing in your budget. And you get $200 on Hunters HD Gold. So for $150 net dollars, we're going to solve your mental game problem, but it doesn't matter because you won't do it. You'll just sit there and complain about it. I don't need it. I can do it without it. Well, you're wrong. Well, you could do it without it, but it's going to take you a long time. And enjoy the view in the middle of the pack until you see it my way. Or Lanny's way. All right, let's get a few things straight. These are 17 counterintuitive facts. Number 1, you are nexting when you should be nowing. Okay? Stop researching shooting. Stop reading articles. Stop consuming every podcast. This is the only one you need. Okay? This is the only podcast that you need. And put the rig on and do the work. Quit reading. Quit debating. Quit arguing online. Put your rig on and go dry fire. If you're not dry firing twice as much as you're on Facebook, you're dumb. And that's just all there is to it. Like, what are we doing here? What are we even doing here? Are we trying to get better or are we trying to get more Facebook friends? Like, what are we doing? Okay? Success on a stage is centering the dot 1 shot at a time. If you are nexting when you should be nowing, you're not nowing. Okay? Nowing is knowing. Knowing. Not when you pull the trigger, when the sight lifts. That's what tells you where the bullet goes. The trigger, maybe, maybe not. Right? If you don't make a marksmanship error, the trigger's fine. But you need to see the sight lift. That's what tells you where the bullet goes. So check it out. If I leave on trigger, oops. But if I leave on dot lift, I dry fire myself right in the forehead. Look at that. Dot lifts off my forehead right in the middle of the Walther logo. No problem. If I honk it too hard, oops. If I don't see that and I leave on trigger pull, I make mistakes at my peril. It ain't trigger pull, it's dot lift. Okay? Everything at the top is counterintuitive, guys. It's why you don't know it. As you get higher in anything, the truth becomes counterintuitive. If it wasn't, you'd already know it. Okay? All right, sight is a 30-second problem. It was explained to me that children are told, and I've never heard this because I don't have children, that if someone's appearance cannot be improved in 30 seconds, it's not worth mentioning. All right, so if you see a guy, he's got a booger hanging out of his nose, hey man, you got a booger hanging out of your nose. We can fix that. Okay. Hey man, you're 90 pounds overweight and you're naked. That's not a 30-second problem. Not worth mentioning. Okay. Now, the only ever problem you're going to have is firing the gun with a poor sight picture. Unless you're brand new. If you're new, it's more likely to be trigger honk. But if you've been at this a while, the only problem you're going to have is firing the gun on a poor sight picture. Now, why are we doing that? Like, what do we think is going to happen? So I'm going through the stage and my gray hat here is steel. Oh, that's a high. I'm going to shoot. Oh, why did I miss? Now let's put the dot in the middle of the target. Boom, that's an excellent shot. Oh, Anderson dry fired himself in the forehead. He's unsafe. Whatever. The complaint desk is open and it's good for business. Argue all you want. Okay, you do this because you're afraid to be slow. The only reason you're going to fire the gun with a poor sight picture is because you're afraid to be slow. And you're afraid to be slow because you tell yourself you're slow. You're afraid to be slow because you believe accuracy has to be slow. This is a counterintuitive truth that you need to accept. Okay? Speed is speed, accuracy is accuracy. You want to get it both at the same time? That's awesome. Train for speed primarily in dry fire, put the dot in the middle of the target. And we're done here. Okay? If you're slow, then do something about it Monday through Friday. There is no free speed on race day, gang. Like, what are you going to do? Rebuild your engine right there on the starting line? It doesn't work that way. But you squandered Monday through Friday. You wasted that time doing stupid things. And now you want to be fast on race day? Come on, man. Come on, let's try a different way. Let's get fast Monday through Friday. Then on race day, we are fast. So we don't need to go fast. Okay? If you go fast, you will suck. Okay, no, number 4, become faster so you don't need to go faster. Guys, why is this so hard to understand? I got to go and turn on the screensaver. It's driving me nuts. Stand by for technical items while we screensaver. Lock screen. Let's turn that off. Okay, man, I am sweating in here. There we go. 1 hour and 30 minutes. That should be sufficient. And back to your regularly scheduled program. Literally sweating. I think I'm herxing. So Kita is going through herxing, and that is where her body is killing bacteria and it causes her blood to become toxic. What is happening to me is I'm losing so much weight that the toxins in my fat are going into my bloodstream, and they only come out one of 2 ways: sweat or sit down. And so we're both herxing, which is eliminating toxins. It's a very interesting process. Okay, why is it so hard to understand? You need to become faster, so you don't need to go faster. You will pay for speed in practice or in points. That's your choice. You can pay for it in practice, you can earn it, or you can pay for it in points on match day. It's your choice, but there's no free speed. Okay? Number 5, negative imprints in training will destroy your self-image and prevent access to skill. When you train and you say, I can't do this, I didn't do this, I won't do this, those ideas go to the match. And you are literally the guy that can't do it, won't do it, didn't do it. But in training, if you say, I can do this, I did do this, and you write those things down, that's the guy that goes to the match. Oh, that's just a bunch of Zen hippie BS. Okay. Well, the guy that won the Olympics says it's a pretty good idea. So if you haven't won the Olympics, don't disagree with the guy that did. Using these principles, guys, this is not that hard to understand. It's counterintuitive because you're not paying attention. The information at the top is always going to be counterintuitive. If you're in finance, you get to the top, there's things that are counterintuitive. If you're in fitness, right? Joey Salatin tells me I got to eat more to lose weight. That's counterintuitive. But I trust him. So don't be afraid of things that are counterintuitive. It means you're learning. It means you're getting closer to the top. So let's look at it that way. The more counterintuitive the things you learn are, the closer you're getting to the top. If they weren't counterintuitive, you'd already know. Make sense? Makes sense. Okay, crying about your performance is for babies. Oh, let's go back to the negative imprints. So if you're keeping track of the things you can't do, congratulations. Congratulations on learning and knowing and studying the fact that you can't be fast and accurate, you can't make the shot, you're not getting any better, and you suck. Like, congratulations. That's the guy that goes to the match. Or you could try it my way. My way says, I can do this. I know how to do this. I'm learning how to do this. I'm getting better. It has nothing to do with complacency or mediocrity or anything of the sort. And to suggest otherwise is to blatantly misunderstand what I'm trying to say here. Good job, try again. As opposed to, hey, you idiot, how come you can't do this? Quite simple. And if you're an instructor and you're talking to yourself harsher than you're talking to your students, you're doing somebody a disservice. Because it can't be right for both. Meaning, it can't be one or the other. It has to be right for both. Meaning, if it is cool to be harsh on yourself, then you've got to do it to your students. If it's not cool to be harsh on your students, and you probably think it is because you're an idiot, if it's not cool for your students, it's not cool for you. Just trying to help. Okay? Just trying to help. Okay, 6, crying about your performance is for babies. I saw a post yesterday, and I couldn't find it, and I will find it. Man, I'm dripping in sweat over here. I'm going to take my pants off. I literally might take my pants off here in a minute. I'm sweating buckets of sweat here. Okay, crying about your performance is for babies. I saw this post where the guy says, I'm ready to give up. He listed all the things he did wrong at his match. And then somebody said, hey, man, this is the problem. And I don't know how the conversation continued after that, but I'm going to try to help this guy. I'll get in there and I'll find it. He's making the classic mistake. Negative imprint. I can't. I won't. I didn't. And that reminds me on mental management. My buddy Santiago had a little bit of a dumpster fire. And I said, tell me about your best stage. Okay. Well, I wasn't worried about results. I wasn't trying to beat Buck Lawler. And all I did was put the dot in the middle of the target. It was great. I said, great, that's the template. Yeah, but what about the other 6? Don't care about the other 6. Do not care. Tell me about your best stage and how you did it. Tell me about your next best stage. Well, I wasn't worried about the results. So now we have two cases. Two, where you shot well because you weren't worried about the results. You weren't trying to beat somebody, right? You were simply shooting the gun, putting the dot in the middle of the target. This is an idea that requires a task. Oh, I did it. I was able to sit down and get the Metallica logo on there. That's awesome. Okay? So, crying about your performance is for babies. Wah, wah, wah. I didn't do it. I wasn't able to put it together. Nobody cares, man. Nobody cares about your failures. Nobody gives a rodent's rear end. I am interested in your success. I want you to know about your best stage and how you did it and how you're going to do it again. If you don't know what you did when you're getting it right, or if you don't ever let yourself get it right, what are you going to duplicate? Like, seriously, what are you going to do? Look at your list of mistakes and go, oh, here is the template? It's asinine. You're going to sit and... Oh, hang on. That is spam of the highest order. Oh, it's not. All right, we'll call them back. Florence, Kentucky. Oh, that might be spam. Guys, if you ever sign up for healthcare, you might as well throw your phone in the garbage can. I mean, the spam calls and the do not call list is not the do not text list. So the phone calls and texting from health insurance companies, horrible. Oh, and by the way, the insurance company, every insurance company's website is gofyourself.com. That's it. You know, you sign up for insurance, $6.50 a month. They tell you everything's covered, and then you get prescribed the life-saving drug Eliquis, and they say, oh, sorry, go F yourself. We're not going to cover that. Well, then why do I have insurance? Like, literally, what are we doing here? Oh, okay, moving on. So, crying about your performance is for babies. So if you're complaining about your performance, you're an infant. Okay, crying is for babies. When we're born, we learn to cry at things that displease us. When our diaper is dirty, we cry. So, are you going to sit in your dirty diaper crying, or are you going to do something about it? Guys, I can fix your mental game for $350 minus $200 on Hunter's HD Gold, but you won't do it. And I don't know why you won't do it. Oh, this guy that won the Olympics. Yeah, he didn't know anything. Yeah, Anderson didn't win the world shoot, so he can't possibly help me. Oh, you don't think I can help you? Yeah, I made Grandmaster in 9 months. Getting ready to do it again and Steel Challenge as soon as my body is healed. You just sit there and watch me. Keep doubting me because I love that. I'm going to eat him and smile. All right, so negative imprints are dirty diapers. Every time you do a negative imprint, you're literally crapping in your diaper. And then you wonder why it's uncomfortable. You wonder why you stink. It's the negative imprints, man. Change the diaper. Get a clean one. Get a clean self-image so you can get access to your skill. This is not complicated. This is not complicated. You do it at work all the time. You don't go to work as an auto mechanic and talk about the ones you messed up. You stand around and brag about the one you solved. Do that in shooting. It is the same. If you're an attorney, you don't tell your clients how terrible you are. If you're in finance, you don't tell your clients how much money you've lost. All right? Self-image is your resume. This is who I am. This is what I do. Oh, I choke at major matches and I bomb classifiers and I tend to whack no-shoots. Your self-image is who you are and what you do. I don't do those things. I make miracles on a regular basis and I expect people to do the same for me. So let's make some miracles out there, gang. It ain't that hard. It really isn't that hard. Look at an area where you're successful in your life. Look at your habits and attitudes and compare it to your shooting. If you're a great real estate agent, positive imprints, external and internal. If you're a great attorney, positive imprints, external and internal, from you and from your environment. In shooting, you're crapping in your diaper and then you're complaining about it. Like, this is so dumb. What are we even doing here? All right, 7, understanding trumps memorizing. So I have sought to memorize the way most women communicate, but I don't understand it. Therefore, I've struggled mightily. And all you're doing when you memorize is you're parroting things that you don't understand in the hope that they will stick. Visual patience! Yeah, you don't understand it. You're still applying speed up and down. That's not visual patience. That's the conscious control of speed. Right? And when you apply understanding, and memorization will no longer be required. See, memorization can only help you in one instance, very specifically. Understanding can help you everywhere. So you got to understand this stuff. Okay? I shoot my best when I'm not thinking, I don't care. Okay, you memorize that. But you don't understand it. You don't know why. You don't know what's really happening. I do. I know. See, you're going to hear people say that. Well, just quit thinking. Okay, good luck. Good luck with that. Just quit thinking. It doesn't work that way. It does not work that way. A human being cannot stop thinking about something. I've got the jewelry to prove it. Now, when the rules are always changing, you cannot play the game. I've been in relationships where the rules were always changing. My last marriage, the rules were always changing. Couldn't play the game. Okay? Consistency is the quality of your thoughts and your ability to duplicate them. And if you don't know the thoughts you're having when you're being successful, what on earth are you going to duplicate? Think about that. We'll just let that one sit there and simmer. Fast is not accurate. Accurate is not slow. Seeing what you need to see in competition will make you as fast as you need to be. And I will get you there on the reg if you will trust me. The conscious control of speed in competition will always be an error. Guys, that's setting the cruise control in the driveway. Literally. If you're speeding up and slowing down, it's because you set the cruise control in the driveway. It's that simple. You need adaptive cruise control. Targets are traffic. Write that down. Number 10, self-image can only provide access to skill you have learned in training. My skeptics, they say, just sit around and do some hippie mumbo jumbo, self-image, yeah, self-image. Well, what it does, it allows access to skill, okay? Self-image is a filter for subconscious skill, okay? I'm going to show that. My arm's not wherever. There we go. So everything starts in the conscious mind, on the clock. Repetition moves it to subconscious, okay? And then self-image, your opinion of that process allows access to skill, ultimately creating performance, okay? Your opinion of your training is more important than your training. Your opinion of your stage plan is more important than your stage plan. Your opinion of yourself as a shooter is what provides access to skill. If you believe you're a crap shooter, then you're getting bad access to skill. If you believe you're a good or great shooter, you're getting access to it. And it's not ego. Ego is sitting around wanting to be more important. Self-image is being a great shooter, okay? All right, this is a common misconception among skeptics, and skeptics will stay in the skeptic tank of the struggle bus. Have a nice life in the middle of the pack. Or you can try it my way. It's really Lanny's way. I just put a little Andersonian spin on it. Or you can become an Anderson arsonist, right? When you learn this stuff, guys, when you try it my way, you can be, Mike Haynes in Michigan is now the arsonist. So if you know Mike, call him the arsonist. He burns it down. He finally figured it out. He's like, all I need to do is put the dot in the middle of the target. His buddy Dragon learned it right before he did. Dragon's not feeling good. Dragon's not up to snuff physically. But he attempts to put the dot in the middle of the target. He won. He beat a master and a grandmaster by 1.5 hit factors by putting the dot in the middle of the target, by trusting his speed. And then Mike Haynes, the arsonist, did the exact same thing. Like we were trading wins. It was fantastic. Mental management is gravity. Mental management is not a religion that you can choose to follow or not follow. It isn't a program you can opt in or opt out of. It is a force of nature that is controlling your shooting. You just haven't learned to take control of it. So these mental activities are happening to you. You are creating imprints. You are creating subconscious skill. But if you don't know how to get access to it, training is a complete waste of time, and you might as well not do it. If you're getting negative imprints in training, you are wasting your time, and you're better off not training. If you're going out and saying can't, won't, didn't, you're wasting your time. You may be gaining some skill, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to get access to it. And you know this is true. You don't even need to argue with me about it. You know it's true. Let me get this straight. Don't you shoot your best when you're not thinking and you don't care? Mental management teaches you how to duplicate that when you are thinking and you do care. Don't you shoot your best when you love your stage and love your plan? Why are we not trying to duplicate that? Like it's so obvious, but it's counterintuitive. That's why you won't hear anybody but me talking about it. Well, people will parrot it in a parody, but they don't understand it. They can copy it and mimic it, but they can't answer the question. Okay, all you gotta do is control your thoughts before, during, and after. There's 3 times you need to be thinking. Well, 3 times you will be thinking. Before you shoot, while you shoot, and after you shoot. You need to know what the right things to think about are. Mental management teaches you that. And you got to understand that training is it's a messy process of consciously modifying subconscious skill. It's messy. If you're training correctly, you're not going to be able to do what you're attempting to do. That's why you're training. If you're not struggling in training, you are not training hard enough. Yeah. Does that sound like mediocrity? Does that sound like complacency? So find something you can't do, figure out how to do it. But if you could already do it, you wouldn't be training, you'd be performing. So if you're shooting really well in practice and you're not shooting for score or practicing shooting for score, you're not training. You're simply performing. And there's a time and a place for that. But getting better is a messy process. And if you are judging speed and accuracy at the same time in training, that is a dumb idea. It's dumb. If you're getting faster and you're complaining about your accuracy, that's dumb. If you're getting more accurate and you're complaining about your speed, that's also dumb. These two can be improved very, very, very quickly in isolation from each other. Oh, you're just telling me to go out there and practice miss it. No, I'm telling you to practice getting faster. That's what I'm doing. If you can shoot an alpha at 7 yards, but it takes you a second and a half to do it, you don't need to practice shooting alphas. Like, this is so dumb. You can do it in 15 years or you can do it in 15 minutes. Your choice. Okay? And your performance is always equal to your self-image. That's because self-image is who you are and what you do. If you're a guy that tanks major matches, that is who you are and what you do. If you're a gal that struggles on the classifier, that is who you are and what you do. That can be changed. But you got to buy into the whole program. Oh, what does he know about mental management? Hey, I quit smoking and lost weight at the same time. A lot of you tried to quit smoking, you couldn't do it. Everybody tried to lose weight and they can't do it. I did it at the same time. How's that for mental fortitude? How's that for counterintuitive? So come take the class. Come learn how to do it. You want to quit smoking? I'll tell you how to do it. You need nicotine pouches and a new habit. That's it. You want to lose weight? Find some pay value. Get yourself a full-length mirror and take off all your clothes. Seriously. Find some pay value. Get you a full-length mirror, take off all your clothes. Now, do you want to lose weight or not? Very simple. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to take my pants off. When I sat down, the sweating subsided a little bit. Okay, 12. Focusing on results is stupid because results are a variable. The objective within your control is a fixed non-variable and is a much, much better thing to focus on. If you're focusing on results while you are shooting, that is not good because you're focusing on something that you cannot control. You cannot control. Number 13, ideas need to be turned into tasks, okay? Let's get this house cleaned up. Well, what's the task? It's a great idea. I could wander around like Ozzy Osbourne, scream and shout at the top of my lungs and chip away at it. But if you want the house cleaned up, give me a task. Where do you want me to start? Visual patience is a great idea, but it must be turned into a task. That's why you don't understand it. That's why you're not doing it. The task is putting the dot in the middle of the target. Visual patience is the idea. Okay? Shoot your own game. That's fine. But if you're stage 1 of the world shoot and you're the first shooter and you're freaking out and you call me up and I say, just shoot your own game, it's going to confuse you and irritate you and piss you off because you don't know what it means. If you knew what it meant, you'd already be doing it. It needs to be turned into a task. Just do it. Great. Phenomenal. So awesome. It would be a great slogan for a sneaker company. That's wonderful. Turn it into a task. Just do what exactly? If you call me freaking out at a major match and I say, just do it, it's not going to help you. But if I say, hey, can you get a subconscious stage plan, yes or no? And you say, yes, that's great. Number 2, can you put the dot in the middle of the target or see what you need to see? That's great. Now the idea has become a task. Okay? Relax and just shoot. Oh, that's great. Oh, write that in a book. Once again, you call me up at a major match and you're freaking out. And I say, relax and just do it. Congratulations. How are you going to relax? And what are you going to do? Ideas must be turned into tasks. Center of the dot, call the shot, see what you need to see. Those are tasks. Things that you can actually do. But you don't know that. Because you're arguing with the internet about things you don't understand when you should be putting the rig on. Put the rig on, do the work. Let the internet argue with itself. Okay? Trust is the key to consistency. You need to trust in your plan. You need to trust in your skill. Choose your stage plan with your conscious mind. master it, move it to the subconscious, and trust that it will be there. This is how you take control of the conscious, the subconscious, and the self-image. It's very, very simple. You've seen it work before. You just didn't bother to document it, or you weren't happy. If you're coming off your stage with a list of mistakes and regrets and things you can or cannot do, congratulations, you know how to be a crappy shooter. Take those ideas to your next stage. That is literally how the wheels fall off. Well, I got to focus on my mistakes if I want to improve. How's that working out for you? When you go ask your boss for a raise, do you tell them about your mistakes or your failure? Your mistakes or your successes. Hey, boss, I want you to know I burned the building down, left the door unlocked, and set a cardboard warehouse on fire. Can I have a raise? When you focus on your mistakes, you're never going to get a raise. Write that down. When you focus on your mistakes, you're never going to get a raise. Never. Okay, it's counterintuitive. I mean, you can go to other instructors and they'll tell you what you're doing wrong. That's awesome. That is great. And we do need to do a little bit of that, but we need to immediately focus on the solution. When you get your video analysis done by the great and wise Kita Busse, she's going to say, hey, here's what I noticed. Here's some custom drills to improve it. She will literally take seconds off your stage time. And you're actually going to make money. If you're skeptical of it, congratulations. You just made $100. So simple. Okay, speaking of simple and easy, here's all you have to do. Literally all you have to do. Let's call this the Jay Beal model. Let's call this the Mike Lazinski model. By the way, I am literally sponsoring a brand new shooter because I'm so impressed with his attitude, so impressed with his persona, and so impressed with his ability to put the dot in the middle of the target. He's never shot a whole match, but he came to class and he won. He won the class match. Put the dot in the middle of the target. And you know it's so funny, he and Jay Beal, what they have in common is they both listened to this program for some number of years before their first match. And if you listen to this program, you do what I tell you, you're going to win. If you modify it, if you change it, or if you rebrand it, pardon me, if you rebrand it and try to sell it, that's just dumb. I mean, why not come up with your own ideas? Rebrand Anderson, change the name. It's just a rebranderson. You got to come to the source, gang. You got to come to the guy who's been studying it for 20 years. Like, I got this stuff figured out. My people win. How many instructors do you see that regularly post their student success? And I don't like that term, student. How many other instructors do you see that routinely post their shooter success? I don't see that. I see people talking about stuff. I see them talking about themselves. What I don't see is, I went to Anderson's class and now I'm in master class. I took mental management and I'm winning. Okay, that's the Rich Alloway. So become an Anderson arsonist. Quit trying to rebranderson and become an Anderson arsonist. Don't listen to the rebrandersons. You know who they are because they're saying the same thing as me. They don't understand it, and they're not doing it. Become an Anderson arsonist. Okay, burn it down. You need to learn your shots. You need to learn to call your shots. Until you know how to call your shots, that needs to be 100% of your live fire focus. 100%. Okay. And the issue that I have with the ASVR is you're still getting computer confirmation of sight pictures. And I need you to get that confirmation from your sight, not from a computer. Okay? Because if you think it looks good and the computer says otherwise, you're not trusting your shot calling. And you can still look for hits and you can still watch steel fall in the ASVR environment. Okay? And I don't know if they have shot up targets in there or not. If they don't, they need to. They probably will, and then they'll steal the idea. Okay, you need to quit seeking doubles. 2 shots on one sight picture is dumb and it doesn't work. It's dumb and it doesn't work. The industry wants to sell you something to give you 2 shots on one sight picture. Quit giving them money and learn to see what you need to see. Doubles are dumb. As you guys are practicing doubles, it's dumb. Well, I went out and did doubles and I got a low shot. What do you think the problem is? Is it my recoil spring? Is it my pinky? It's dumb. The shot is low because you fired on a poor sight picture because you didn't see what you needed to see. Well, I gotta increase my splits. Okay, that's dumb. Fast splits are dumb. And if you're seeking faster splits, you're dumb. It's the highest risk for the least reward. And if you're shooting an IDPA, it's even dumber. Like you don't understand the scoring. If you're shooting 1s and 3s in IDPA, you do not understand the scoring. Well, in USPSA, I can go fast and take some Charlies. Okay, well, let's look at that. Okay? Let's say you've got a 6 hit factor, okay, and your Charlie's 2 points down, 2 divided by 6. you've got 0.33 added to, well, 0.32 added to your original split to increase your hit factor. So let's say your split was a 25 and you got a Charlie. You could add 32 to that. So that split could be up to, I believe the math is correct, up to a 57 to increase your hit factor. And I'm not telling you to slow down, I'm telling you to shoot alphas. Here's a great strategy game. Shoot alphas without slowing down. That's the Christian Seiler model. I'm going to shoot alphas without slowing down. I can teach you to shoot alphas without slowing down. And if you're an IDPA, I can make magic for you in IDPA, because I will show you how to shoot zeros without slowing down. If you're consciously controlling your speed, that is dumb. If you're getting negative imprints in training, that is dumb. If you're chasing splits in training, that is dumb. Super, super dumb. Okay? That's why you're not successful if you're not. Okay, so you can learn to call your shots, quit seeking doubles, see what you need to see for every shot. Then you're going to learn to create a subconscious stage plan with positive imprints. That right there is 90% of it. Well, it's 50% for sure. Create a subconscious stage plan with positive imprints. This is what I'm going to do, and I know that I can do it. Very simple. Okay? And then shoot with a singular focus. When you occupy the conscious mind, performance must come from subconscious. Ding, 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 ding. Nobody else talks about this stuff because they don't understand it. They're parodying what they think I'm saying and then making fun of me for saying it. Fine. Knock yourself out. I'm over here winning. Winning. That's what I'm doing. Okay? Okay, and we'll show you how to do that in mental management. It's best done on the range. That is a thing. So learning to shoot alphas without slowing down, that almost requires a shooting range. The mental management in the classroom, if you're highly motivated, that's wonderful. But if you're skeptical, if you're in the skeptic tank of the struggle bus, you're going to stay there forever until you try it my way. And these aren't theories, guys. This is proven stuff. I create arsonists. I create people that burn down stages, and I'd love to do it for you. So simple. Okay? Number 16, if you are not willing to document your best shooting, you will never be able to duplicate it on demand. If you're not willing to take 5 minutes and write down what you were thinking when you had a great stage or a great match or a great practice session, you'll never be able to duplicate it because you're keeping track of your mistakes. What you're studying is your errors. And lo and behold, surprise, surprise, ding, 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 you're getting more of what you're studying. Whenever you study something, you get more of it. So quit studying your errors and study your successes. Why on earth would you keep track of your mistakes without a record of your success? It makes no sense. No sense. Here's every way I know how to get it wrong. Let me study that. Yeah. Or I had a bad match, but I got it right on three stages. And I forced my buddy Santiago to study that. I made him do it. He began feeling better immediately. On 3 stages, I was successful. And I wasn't thinking very much, and I wasn't worried about the results. That is duplicable, but it requires a task. It's a great idea, but again, ideas require tasks. And the task order is a little bit different for each shooter. Okay, we know the environment in which we shoot our best. I will show you how to duplicate it on the reg. Okay? You don't do this in any other area of your life. If you're a mechanic, you do not tell new customers about the ones you screwed up. If you're an attorney, you don't tell people about the cases you lost. Now, yes, you do need to learn from that, but you learn and apply the solution. You don't study the problem continuously. It's dumb. Okay, number 17. Your stage plan does not matter. It is irrelevant to success unless you are so new that you're doing dumb stuff. A well-built stage will have multiple ways to shoot it. Your stage plan does not matter unless you're so new you're doing dumb stuff. Dumb stuff would be insisting on going left to right because you're afraid of breaking 180. Dumb stuff would be intentionally choosing a plan that has more time spent not shooting. That would be dumb. But if you've been in the game a couple of years, you're not going to do dumb stuff anymore. Your stage plan does not matter. Choose something simple that you can remember and execute it. And if you're not sure, check it out. So if you've got 2 options on a stage and you can air gun them both. IDPA doesn't allow air gunning. I get it. Okay. Let's assume it's USPSA. So all you got to do is air gun option 1. Okay. Get your phone out, go to the stopwatch feature, air gun option A, and yell done when you're done. Are you ready? Stand by. Beep. Air gun, 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 air go, air gun, air gas, air gun, air go. Okay? Boom, it took you 8:28. Now, do it the other way. The other option that you're considering. Okay? We got 8:28. Are you ready? Stand by. Beep. Shoot, shoot, air gun, 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 air gun. Okay, I'm done. That was 6:44. So there's a difference there. Now, if it's within a second or so, it probably doesn't matter. And yes, you do need to air gun it realistically both ways. You can't air gun your way faster, and it doesn't even, well, air gunning's not real. Gosh, do you think? Congratulations, Captain Obvious, air gunning's not real. Fantastic. But if you do it similarly with two stage plan ideas, if you air gun it one way going left and one way going right, and your splits and transitions are pretty similar, we have real data. Why do we argue when there's data available? Why do we do that? Why do we argue about who the best instructor is when we have data available on what their shooters accomplish or don't accomplish? Like, we have data. Why are we arguing in the presence of data? Okay? Analyze, strategize, memorize, visualize with positive imprints. That means every thought about your stage planning process goes straight to self-image. Okay? As you're figuring it out, figure. Your opinion of this process goes right to your self-image. Okay? If you think it's hard and you can't do it, that idea goes here. If you think it's easy and you can do it well, that idea goes here. The sum total of those ideas act as a filter for your stage plan and your skill. And none of this stuff works without a subconscious stage plan. If you can't remember every stage of the match when it's over, you did not know those stages well enough at all. I learned this shooting in Circleville, Ohio. We shoot a 4 or 5 stage match, go to Roosters right there on 23, I think Route 23. Yeah, something like that. And we talk about the stages. Well, in the beginning, I literally could not remember the stage I just shot. My buddy Kyle Ferris, who was Flex Money on the Enos forums, he said, oh, on that last stage, I come around the corner for that low boy, and I couldn't remember the target he's talking about. And I shot the stage 30 minutes ago. That's when I realized I don't know these stages well enough. 20 reps is a minimum between walking and visualizing. Once you get the stage memorized, get out of there. And a technique for remembering it, as you're doing your conga line, going through the stage, if you're jammed up in the conga line, predict what's next. Okay, I've done these first 2 positions. What's next? Oh, I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2 partials. I got that right. That's the memorization process. Okay, walk the stage, predict what you're going to see next. Do not start walking the stage unless you know the start position and the round count. That is a complete waste of time. And if there are any negative imprints at all, or as you're walking the stage, things you can't do, things you know you're going to struggle on, just understand those predictions come true the vast majority of the time. Controlling the imprints, making the imprints positive or productive, simply means this is what I'm going to do, and I am capable of doing it. Very, very simple. It's a massive game changer. Just try it. Okay? Oh, by the way, you've already tried it. You know when you love the stage and love your plan and have a high level of confidence, you shoot great. If you hate the stage, hate your plan, have a low level of confidence, you shoot poorly. So why are we not duplicating the greatness? Why are we leaving it up to chance? Okay? If shooting is 90% mental and you're not willing to spend $350 to solve forever the mental game, or if you're not willing to buy into all of it, then you're not ready to win the Olympics. And if you're not ready to win the Olympics, are you ready to get out of C class? No, you are not. Okay? Let's do this. Go to andersonshooting.com, upcoming classes. And guys, getting a free class in your area is so simple. But I need you to pick a date. Okay? We go back and forth with emails. Guys, pick a range, pick a date. That's what we must do. Okay, because in all the emailing back and forth about the dates, I'm giving these dates to everybody. So when I give you an available date, I need you to say yes. I need you to say yes quickly. And then I need you to promote the class. This is so simple. The class organizer gets the class for free. And if you're skeptical, become a class organizer. And by the way, everything on the website, everything comes with $200 in Hunter's HD Gold class. So you can literally deduct $200 from everything on that website. and then look at the price. You want to talk about value? That's value. All right, guys, once again, you can get a free class in your area. Just email me, steve@andersonshooting.com. Quick phone call to pick the dates, and we are good to go. You can do it with me. You can do it with me and Joey. You can do it with me and Kita. You can do standard, advanced fundamentals, match mode. We can literally do anything. Anything. And if you've got a small group and you want to get me out there, let's just do a quick phone call. Hey, I got a small group. Here's what we want to accomplish. Great. I create arsonists. My shooters burn it down. Okay? All right, folks. Hope you've enjoyed today's program. I have a lot to do. Man, I got so much stuff to do. I got to work out. I got to pack. I got an appointment. And then I got to go to Atlanta. I'm going to hang out in Atlanta with Sean Pham and the boys. And then we're going straight to South Africa. If you're on the fence about anything, you can struggle if you want to, or you can be with me and look like this. All right, folks, have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. If you're the praying sort, please continue to pray for Kita Busse as she recovers from babesiosis. And please continue to pray for me as I had the deep vein thrombosis. It's much better. And I'm walking again just fine. So thanks again for that. And till we meet on the range, on the Zoom, on the reg, or anywhere else, it would be a smart move to be like me. Do what I do, say it with me. 1, 2, 3, love you, bye, and get to work.